This is the YouTube edition of my book, A Course in Miracles Workbook Nuggets, which is a study aid for the course's workbook for students. I'll begin by reading my book's commentary on today's lesson over a visual of the book's text. I'll then return with some further thoughts on the lesson, which are only included in this YouTube edition of my book. Today's lesson is part of a 10-lesson group that runs from lesson 261 through 270, each of which relates to the body as it is understood in the course. I'll be repeating this same introduction for each of lessons 261 through 270, so you can skip past this introduction in the future if you like. Timestamps taking you directly to today's Workbook Nuggets commentary and my further comments are provided in the description below. In the section entitled, What is the Body?, which precedes these 10 lessons, we are told that, quote, the body is a fence the Son of God imagines he has built to separate parts of his self from other parts. It is within this fence he thinks he lives, to die as it decays and crumbles, end quote. But we are also told that the body can be repurposed to be, quote, the means by which God's Son returns to sanity, end quote. So the Course is teaching us what our bodies are in reality and how we may use them as vehicles or learning tools of escape. Today's lesson from my book and my further thoughts, which are only included in this YouTube edition of the book, follow. A link to the book on Amazon.com is provided below. Lesson number 262, September 19. Let me perceive no differences today. Differences are seen with the eyes. The Course is teaching us to remember a sight that is not physical, that is not of the eyes. The world which our physical eyes perceive is nothing but differences. What God created is one. In the many is the world. In the one is peace. The title of today's lesson is, Let me perceive no differences today. The lesson tells us, quote, we who are one would recognize this day the truth about ourselves, end quote. What is that truth? Well, the sentence I just read tells us. It begins, quote, we who are one. The truth is that we are one. The real us is the sonship, the one self that we all share. Today's prayer also makes this point clear. Quote, Father, you have one Son, and it is he that I would look upon today. He is your one creation. Why should I perceive 1,000 forms in what remains as one? End quote. Remember that we are in a 10-lesson set, all relating to the body, as understood in the Course. This lesson is telling us not to focus on the apparent differences between us. That is the surface illusion we are being trained to see beyond. As the prayer tells us, the Father has one Son, and it is us. If you focus on the apparent separate bodies, perceiving only the surface differences, you are stuck in the illusion. If you see the one self shining in everyone you meet, you wake. Let me perceive no differences today.